Welcome to the channel, and today we'll be talking about the Meze Empyrean II. And this is a demo tour unit, or an on demo loan tour thing. And so after this video, we'll be going out to the next person on the tour. So thank you, Meze Audio, for allowing me to get some head time with these and what have you, or ear time. And they are not asking me to say or do anything other than my honest opinion regarding these lovely Empyrean IIs. So let's dive right into it. It comes with this kind of crazy case here. I don't want to smash the headphones because I don't have them in there properly, and they fit like very precisely as a thing that Meze does. They are very precise and very engineered. And they have these like extra pads here. They're suede pads. They're not my favorite pads for the sound signature. It comes with a couple of different cables. I'm not sure if all these cables would come with the final product if you were to buy it, kind of thing, or if these are just different demo ones, because it has all the different connections. So it has 4.4, XLR, and 3.5 or quarter-inch kind of thing. So that's the case. It's a lovely plastic, impact plastic, really well-made quality thing. Nice little handle here. Has little feet on there too, so you can set it down. That's moot point. Get into the other stuff and quality of gear. I'm going to kind of go fast through the build quality and aesthetics because I think that horse has been beaten to death. Meze just generally makes stupid good products with build quality and their overall aesthetics, in my opinion. So, and this is no different. This is right on par, if not one of their more exceptionally built headphones and cables and what have you. This one comes with the silver, and it has this lovely feel to it and aesthetic, and it's very, the way it lays, it doesn't have any memory to it, and it's just very high quality. And it's the same connectors you get all the time from these. Let's see if I can get this to populate here. There we go. And it's overall, this is the 4.4 version here. Kind of see there, and then the split, and it's a nice silver, and the weave on the cable itself is just fantastic. Very excellently well made. Excellently well made. Words. And then the build and aesthetic of the Empyrean IIs is no different. Like, it's fantastic. So talking about those pads, so there's the suede pads in the case. I wasn't a big fan of the sound signature with the Empyrean IIs. I really like these new pads, which is like this hybrid, like pleather or leather with the suede up top. And on the inside, I'm not sure if I can get the light to highlight that, but there's a little perforation on the inside here, on the inner part where your ear room, you might say, inside the ear room. And I really like these pads. These pads are great. I actually really like the signature, and a big fan. So very comfortable, very soft, very plush. And the overall, really the only difference I could find as far as the Empyrean I to the Empyrean II was it has a little 2 there. And I'm sure there's other little like things and little like quality of life things. Like I don't remember this being on the original Empyrean where it has this little like flex, this little pivot joint. I'm sure it did, but for whatever reason I like keyed on that and I was like, that's really cool. Like, and I'm pretty sure it's on the first one too. But anyhow, back into build aesthetics. It's more or less the same design and aesthetics as the Empyrean I, and look how thin that is, and it's super light. It has that carbon fiber for the headband with the leather, and overall, like, just everything on it is just very well made. Fantastic quality and product detail into, or the detail that went into the design and build is top notch. So going into the overall like sound signatures that I was getting with this and the profiles and what have you, let's see, like I wasn't a big fan of the Empyrean ones, like the first version, the Empyreans. I'm going to call these the twos, Empyrean IIs. I might flip-flop. But the Empyrean ones, for me, were not my favorite. I could see where people liked them and would get along with them. But for me, with my anatomy or my preferences or what have you, just it got, I would get like wall of noise over time, like where all of a sudden everything just kind of blended together or blurred together. It was just like, and I didn't like that. And then it also, every once in a while, I'd get this very piercing, like it was going like direct, like it was drilling into my eardrum kind of thing on occasion with the first Empyreans. And I could see where people would like dig on it, but for whatever reason, the way my sensitivities were, which I'm a self-diagnosed treble sensitive person, and it just didn't work for me, the first Empyrean. And I liked it. There'd be like, I would jam with it for certain tracks, and also another track would kick in, and I'd just be like, oh man, I can't do it. So like it would depend on the track and the genre. For me personally, I would fall in and out of love with the Empyrean ones. Like it would just be this roller coaster of, oh, this is great, to, oh man, oh, that was hard. Whereas with the Empyrean IIs, as I'm listening to all my different tracks of music and all the different genres and all different qualities, I just, and by quality I mean like the high quality, like a lossless, to like anything from Spotify to my Qobuz to my FLAC files to just that kind of thing. So across all of that, these just performed well, like really well. I was very impressed with these. The highs were definitely on the like not super crispy side, but they were definitely crispy in a good way, right? Like had a nice crunch to them. They had a nice detail, nice imaging, and very quality. I wouldn't say overly smooth, but they were definitely smooth, but they also had that nice crispness, which would kind of cut through that smoothness and give you a little more detail crunch, that kind of thing. I'm using interesting words. And my daughter is texting me like crazy. Anyhow, so I wouldn't consider the highs to be overly like smooth. They have a nice crunch and detail to them, while they also maintain a decent smoothness to them. Where then moving into the actually, go back to the highs real quick. I was really getting, another way to sum it up is they're very lively and very exciting highs without being sibilant or without crossing that line, at least for me. Moving into the mids, I found the mids to be more neutral, but they also had a nice kind of like slight push towards that warmth or full body sound, but they were more neutral, I would say. So it's like maybe a slight elevation towards warmth, or I don't know if it's an elevation, but just a push towards warmth or that kind of full body. And they all had a nice tonal balance across the board, even down the lows. The whole thing was just really quite lovely sounding. And then the lows, I would say, would probably be my biggest gripe, and it's not even a big gripe. It's just basically I'm a kind of a bass head to some level, and I would just like more of it. And that's really all it came down to. The lows were very punchy, they were very clean, and they had a nice presentation. I would just want some more. But that's a personal preference. And honestly, the biggest hallmark to a great headphone is once I started listening to music, all of that stuff went out the window, and I got lost and started listening to music, and I would just relax and listen to music without even thinking about any of the trying to nitpick or pick them apart. But yeah, so as far as like the lows, I found them fantastic. Once you start listening, I don't even think about it. All right, so with the sound profile, kind of an idea of what I was hearing with the Meze Empyrean IIs is that overall very tonally balanced and just a really rich and nice sound signature without being overdone. Like, great headphone, honestly. And I'm not the biggest planar guy, and I was not the biggest Empyrean 1 fan, and to have these come along and just kind of change a lot of that perspective was really nice. It was a really refreshing change of pace, and I really enjoyed my time with the Empyrean 2s, and just fantastic device. So if it's in your budget, because let's see, so who is this for regarding, who can afford these? Because these are expensive, they're a luxury item, and a lot of audiophile stuff is just that, a luxury item. So if it's in your budget, definitely easy recommendation, because it's built stupid good. It's a piece of art, it's quality across the board, and it sounds lovely. Like, I had no issues across any of my genres of music that I listen to, and easy recommendation if you're in that realm of easy recommendation for those with the budget to purchase something like this, which I think these push into that $3,000 range. I'm not really big on like looking up how much things cost. I have a general idea and it's not really in my head, but I think these are definitely on that luxury side of the house where you're paying for a very premium build, very premium quality, and overall premium sound signature as well. So yeah, that's who I think this would be for, is someone that just has the budget for it or has some money to kind of throw towards luxury goods. And yeah, I think it's an easy recommendation, even for like people that don't consider that stuff luxury or whatever. Just if you just love audiophile stuff and you love like a really clean sound where it's kind of pushed slightly towards that warmth and just an easy to get along with headphone across the board, both physically, aesthetically, and high quality of parts, easy recommendation. This thing's really fantastic. I was really enjoying my time with it. I'm gonna be a little sad to see it go because it's just a beautiful piece of kit. So anyways, with that being said, I'll let everybody have their morning, afternoons, and evenings back. I have a very busy summer, so hopefully I can get some more videos done before travel and all that other fun stuff kicks off, and I'll see everybody on the next one. Cheers.